Hey folks, Sean here. And if you're listening to this episode via audio, I can give you a heads up that I'm starting to record my daily podcasts as live streams or pre-recorded videos. But either way, if you are listening to this version of the content in audio format, you can check it out in video. The easiest place to do that would probably be my YouTube channel. So check me out as Next Step NXT STEP or Next Step Sean. It's my company name followed by my name, SEAN, if you want to see the video-based version of this. And it's there. You can also make comments, ask questions, all that kind of stuff. You should get notifications as well too if you subscribe in those locations, but I'll include those links in the podcast episode. But regardless, let's get to the topic that I have prepared for today, which is to talk more about the advantages of building a low-touch software business that can be product-led or leverage strategies like product-led growth. And those specific advantages I want to talk to you about are related to something referred to as the skyscraper technique. That's probably the best way to describe it. And this is something that's more common in the content marketing world, especially as it pertains to producing content of, for say, like the copywritten format. If you were to write blog articles and things like that. So for the longest time, people have been trying to figure out what are the most effective strategies to climb the SEO search rankings for certain keywords so that the content that I'm producing performs best to help me grow my business. So eventually a strategy was developed referred to as the skyscraper technique. And I've talked about that on the podcast before, but it's really where you are starting with a keyword in mind in terms of the topic you want to write about or the content that you want to track for. And then what you're doing is instead of just producing content as the immediate next step, you instead go search for what is the best performing content for that keyword at the moment. Based on what you find, you start reviewing what patterns you can extract from that content, see like what they're doing well and where the opportunities are to make the content even better. Then you base whatever the best version of what is performing well currently for that keyword based on those organic results. That goes into the foundational element of what you create for what becomes your content. And I've started to leverage this quite a bit for the content that I've been producing. For the longest time, I was just creating content, putting it out there, hoping that it would be valuable for the folks that found it, consumed it. Then I wanted to get more performance out of the investment that I was making into content marketing in that way. So I started leveraging this technique. Now, what's been so interesting about this technique is not only has it performed better for me, there are certain keywords that I identify that I've been targeting, and a lot of it's related to the content that I produce for this podcast. But for some of the ones that I started targeting, I started getting closer to first page of results, then the top result. So it has been working. But the process that I've been following that I described for you, I've been figuring out that we can leverage that in different ways as well also. So I'm looking for other ways to apply that. And one that I've talked around so far, but maybe not have addressed directly yet on the podcast is leveraging a technique like that for those of us out there looking to build and design low touch software product businesses. When I say that, it's software that you can go right to a website, sign up, and start using. Whether it's free trial, freemium tier, or whatever, you can immediately go into and start using the software. That's why I would qualify low touch. Now, I'm going to combine these two concepts in that skyscraper technique that I described, which can be used to produce better content marketing, like copywriting results, for example. You can use that to learn a tremendous amount in so many different ways in the low touch software world. And what I mean by that is we have essentially unobstructed access to all the products out there that qualify for that type. So for the software that would qualify as low touch, that you can immediately just go to the website, sign up, and start using, that is an advantage for all of us that want to build other software products that fall into that category. As in, you can go and do competitive research based on all the products that are out there, learn about what they do well, and figure out what they can possibly be doing better, in addition to keeping track of what they are continually doing, what direction are they moving, what positioning are they updating, how does their software work, and how does it compare to yours, or what it is that you would like to build. You can identify gaps in the market. You can see where they're all trending. There are so many different elements to learn from this, even their marketing components. all the things that they're saying, doing, sharing with their customers, because you can be a customer of theirs. That's what's so great about the low touch software world. So as everyone starts to get better, this presents an opportunity for everyone to improve and for you to learn just about everything you possibly can about the competition. So I've started to do this pretty significantly for all of the products that I'm building, right? I'm building a lot of marketing automation I've been focused on building this year. I built one for podcasting, I built another one for video, I'm working another one on copywriting myself. And again, I'm building a lot of tools that solve a problem that I have because I know, number one, that's going to provide me with immediate value, just the software itself. But number two, I've done my homework to find out what the market looks like for that software otherwise as well too. Now, number three, and what's leveled up my effort even more significantly, is I've started to do product review videos on my YouTube channel, and I have started to do that in categories for which I'm building software and categories for which I'm not. Now, as I've been doing the product review videos, I've been learning a lot about what other people are building in the area in which I want to build software. Now, I'm not advocating for you just like straight up copying or stealing anyone's idea. That's not what this is about. This is about doing competitive research in an area in which you want to build software, learning about what they do well that you can improve, or learning about what they don't do well, because that speaks to an opportunity for you. And I've been doing this and I've been finding those opportunities. And I've also been sharing those with you. So if you're listening to this podcast in audio format, check out my YouTube channel. I'm starting to post those product review videos. Take a look at those. Those are breakdowns of popular, typically marketing, automation, AI-based software, because that's where I'm starting, because those are the tools that I've been building. And if you leverage this strategy, you can make significant improvements to your product development efforts as well, also for whatever it is you're building, especially if that product qualifies as low touch and you are considering investing into leveraging strategies like product-led growth to achieve greater success.